Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Motherland for Salem, Season 1, Episode 4, Hail Beltane. This is 4, right? Yes, it is. I am loving the show so far. I'm guessing this episode is going to be the actual Beltane festival, or, you know, a continuation of Beltane as we saw the last episode, and I wonder what that's going to be like. Is it going to get messed up by the spree and Scylla at all? But this show, I am already obsessed with it. I love it so much. If you would like to watch the unedited version of my reactions, they are up on my Patreon, and they're up. This episode is already up there, and the next 2 are up there as well. And if you would like to watch the unedited versions a week early, the next one is up on my Patreon as well. So yeah, I love this show. I don't want to wait any longer to watch it. Let's go. Oh goodness. Please be suspicious now, sweetheart.
Incredibly proud of you. Kind of bravery. His feelings.
Oh goodness.
He was afraid.
Oh, Scylla.
I don't think he wanted to die.
No. It was Scylla. Be suspicious, please. Oh, I love that. Because of what she was doing, somehow he was able to transmit his emotions and feelings.
Anything to do with the spree, you are making a giant leap.
No.
You have to cancel Beltane.
Oh my goodness, that is a giant leap for them. But it is the spree.
There's been an infiltration.
I am personally overseeing the security during the holiday.
Check all of the mirrors. Do a sweep of the mirrors.
We can do a sweep.
Was cut too short. We lost an extraordinary man who served this country.
He was murdered.
Of order.
Because she ran outside of canon like a reckless maniac.
Raelle did not go outside of canon.
She's defending
She's
Raelle.
naturally gifted. So what?
Yeah,
Nothing.
I'm with Dally. Don't trust her. Think about who Porter might have been murdered by.
Like what?
Oh, I'm just so manipulative. I hate this.
Know that you have nothing to be ashamed of.
You really have nothing to be ashamed of. That is so true. But Scylla has everything to be ashamed of.
There is no way he's that big.
Oh my goodness. Beltane is crazy. You should have seen Abigail sticking up for you earlier.
How our unit gets strong.
She can be
I'm
nice.
proud of you.
Yeah, I really want these three to just have an unbreakable bond, and I'm scared that Scylla's going to ruin it. Oh, I love them so much. Oh, she was not aware it was going to be him.
When Beltane's dead, and discover the last things he saw and heard. Now, we need to keep the body
Yeah.
until the evening.
What's she going to do?
Chill. Tell me about the dream cell, the one they discovered in Asia.
Ooh.
How do you know about that? It's classified information. Sarah.
I don't think Alder is evil, but I do still disagree with the concept that she just gets to be in charge for forever. That's not a good system. There should be, like, there's a council of all the nations. There should be a council of witches, and she can be on it.
What business brings you to base?
Oh, of course,
It's
the general that caused her mother's death.
That improved your rankings because they're not where they should be.
Oh my god, this is not how you parent.
Completely.
What if you don't get picked?
He'll think of me when you use it.
All right, ladies.
She's finding a true connection here. Is that allowed? Oh, she's going through hell, and this is such a kind of heterosexual.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, so close. This is such a heterosexual, like, heavy festival and celebration. It doesn't seem like if she were to sleep with a woman, it would have the same impact or anything. So she's really struggling.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, sweetheart.
Things you used to say.
Mm-hmm.
The person ends up filling a balloon with hate.
Also, damn, you look hot.
Oh, they're so close to forming a good bond.
It'll work out the way it's supposed to.
So they do their dance, and then does that lead them to a partner?
I need to talk to you right now.
I love their friendship, and I hate that Raelle's still kind of on the edge.
I'm not interested in guys, but
Oh, I sensed it.
Yeah, he's not interested in girls.
Interested in girls, but I tried to save my friend.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
that's sweet.
I think he said he was gonna see her that night.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for this. I have to say that.
Oh, sweetheart. Please talk to your sisters about this.
Another drink?
Sweetheart, talk to anyone but Scylla about this. Oh, please. I'm stressed.
I did something to him? Is that the kind of person you think I am?
Yes! Well, please talk to Abigail and Tally, okay? Okay, good.
Let's do this.
Oh, goodness. I love the concept of just encouraging these young people to just get really flirtatious with each other. Oh, this must have been so much fun to learn and dance. Tally is on a mission. But he's into her too. Shouldn't have been flying with someone else all day, should you? I love this. Contemporary dance is my favourite style to watch. And this is like a really cool contemporary dance. I'm loving this. Ooh, getting there. I just got her too. Oh yes. They found each other, which is lovely. Everyone seems happy. Or some girls find each other too, so maybe it is a dance. Okay, I'll let them off if you can be. It's not just heteronormative. Find her here, please, someone. Oh, is it gonna work? I don't feel like Scylla's gonna be exposed at this point, so stress. Are they just all gonna do it in public?
I know that.
He genuinely does seem so sweet and like someone that would be really good for her. So he better stay sweet because Tally is mine, my favourite. I love her. I will protect her, so you be good to her. It's so weird that everyone is doing it around each other. Like, couldn't they have some privacy of places now?
We get it, you're having sex!
If you were so in love with someone.
Oh. Trust your instincts, my darling.
And then fight for them.
No, if they commit murder though, murder is not worth it. A murderer is not worth it, sweetheart. Does it so the biddies all have to just sit there? Do they get to join in? Razoo, is this Scylla's? Oh. Oh, please, I mean, I know this is CGI, but no, thank you. Oh, there's residue, right? Yep. Damn it! Yep. It's all true, but it's still Scylla, because
The window is.
you got away with it, bitch.
What do you think?
Sorry, I can't really tell. I'm blinded by the shiny mark on your neck.
It does.
Oh no, monster.
Oh, I love their relationship.
As a unit.
They're a unit. Please be beautiful sisters together. Pick them over Scylla if it comes down to it, please.
I need to get this out of me.
Oh, what manipulative lies are these gonna be?
Down and run away. I don't know if I'm ever.
Oh, Raelle, my love, you deserve so much better than this manipulative lying mass murderer. Otherwise, I could really like if Scylla was everything she seemed. I would love this relationship.
Let's go!
Oh god. Oh, she's practicing to make herself better. Be friends.
Monculus has.
They're in a weird way, they drive each other to be better. Yes! Their unit is the best
I guess
because
she does.
is this someone glamoured to look like her? Is this Bellwether? Or is this a spree person that's coming to punish her for killing someone?
We made one mistake we had to clean up.
Oh god. So they help clean up water.
Porter, who do you think cleaned that up? The wedding, the...
So Scylla, maybe repent for your actions, even though you killed a lot of people in a mall, I think, maybe. But you can choose to be with Raelle and choose to be good, or else I write you off. Because clearly your spree people aren't that great. Even before they were mass murdering. So that was another really good episode. I absolutely loved seeing all of the... I mean, I love the whole concept of Beltane. I mean, it's something that I'm aware of from, you know, historical sources and from other sort of fantasy type sources, but I love seeing their take on it. And still the whole concept of, you know, you're at this strict training school for the military. If you think of any of the ones in the real world, they're so like, no fraternization, there will be no sexual activity on base. And then this one was like, have all the sex you want, please go and have sex next to each other. But the thing that really freaked me out was the fact that they were all just having sex like next to each other nearby. That was weird. But I love the whole concept of the dance, the reel, is that what it was called? And that it leads you to your correct partner, that they all just had it so instinctual. Like everything about the rituals of this show, it really feels like a world that you could just step into that feels real and feels like there is just so much magical history here, to put a pun on it. And I love every bit we learn about this. I'm so thankful that oh god, I only get like 2 or 3 commenters, and I'm so sorry I forgot your name, for telling me about the after episode like little interview snippet things. I love the first 3 I watched, and as soon as I finish filming this I'm going to go and watch the next one. It just, this history of this world, I can't get enough of it, you know, I love it. So I'm excited to learn more. Then we have Scylla, who obviously almost got her comeuppance here, but bitch that she is, they managed to make it so her mirror didn't get detected, or was that just Abigail's mum being useless? But they also managed to make it so Porter wouldn't give her away. I mean, he technically speaking didn't lie. But yeah, that was horrible because she deserves to go down for it. And I hate the way she's using Raelle. Now, part of me is thinking it's a plot along the lines of she's supposed to be getting close to Raelle to bring her to the spree. We've seen that she's just instinctively brilliant at healing, that she's just an instinctively powerful witch, so I guess that that's why the spree want her, and they view her as someone who lost her mother the way she did, although she lost her mother to the spree, even though it was like in the army, but the spree still killed her mother anyway. But she's someone that they think would be a person that they could brainwash, you know, she's a person that's vulnerable. And I hate Raelle being manipulated and lied to like this, because I think she is someone that has such a deep well of loyalty and love that if she has Scylla in that place, which she does, she will fight for her. What I would like to see happen is for Scylla to ultimately leave the spree and be good. Obviously she would need to turn herself in, I think, because the spree would just kill her if she did that, but hopefully she's going to realise that, you know, the spree are mass murdering innocent people. Yes, conscription is bad. Yes, you know, there are lots of parts of the army that I don't agree with, but becoming a terrorist isn't the answer. So I'm intrigued about where that's going to go, but I am thinking that she does have some real feelings for Raelle. But what makes me not like those feelings is that they are so dosed with extra manipulation. You know, maybe obviously it started off as just her getting closer to her for the spree, but now she's getting real feelings, but she still manipulates her at every turn, so I don't enjoy those scenes. Even though I know that if Scylla was just the girl that Raelle thinks she is, I would be loving their relationship. Then we have Abigail and her mother. Now, any kind of parent that has that pushy, like, we are the best and you have to be the best too and you're not doing good enough, that kind of parenting is just so foreign to me. Treating anyone like that is just so foreign to me. You know, I was brought up to be told to try your best, do your best, and you know, if your best, like, I was always like an A student, not bragging or anything, but I know, like, from my mum especially, my parents, but my mum mainly, it was always very much, you know, if on the day your best isn't an A, it's a B, that's okay, you try your best. And, you know, she had faith that as long as I was studying as hard as I could, as, like, for myself, that do your best and you will be okay. You know, that is all you can do, is be your best. It wasn't like, oh, you must be at the top of the class because, you know, like, I hate that kind of parenting because it puts such pressure on Abigail. It's what's fueling her rivalry with Libba, is that I guess they both have parents like that. And it's what has really put a bar between her and Raelle and stopped them being as close as they could be. So that is really upsetting to watch, and kind of seeing them interacting again and I think that's what's fueling Abigail's fire. But what Abigail was doing was letting her guard down a little bit. She was getting close to the unit. She was becoming part of the team rather than me. And I love that Abigail has stuck to that. She's just fighting even harder. What I loved most of all with Abigail this episode, though, was she stood up for Raelle. You know, Tally heard it too and was probably just kind of non-confrontational, just like, oh, let it slide, like, what do they know? And she was just in there to defend her. And that means so much, because it wasn't even like Raelle was there and she was trying to win brownie points. You know, that was just, Raelle's never going to know that happened, and I loved that. And then when they kind of were talking to her, Abigail initially was like, oh, you know, you need to do better, and then she kind of softened a bit and was like, we're really proud of you. Just those moments were brilliant. I think we're finally starting to see a real friendship built between Abigail and Raelle, and God knows what Scylla's going to do to throw a spanner in that works, but oh, I love it. I love the sisterhood of these witches, the whole concept of that, like, you know, like my witches, that whole thing. And I love the sisterhood between the three of them so far. Tally so far is definitely still the link between the two, because she's just always been kind and lovely to both of them. But I love this show. Tally is definitely my favourite character. I love the three main girls. I really like their training officer, whose name I cannot remember. I wrote down all their names at the beginning because I was like, I kept forgetting Raelle's name. But I can't remember her name. Libba seems like there's potential there, but she's horrible. Glory is really sweet. But the three main girls are obviously my favourites. But Tally is just my favourite character. And she's just so kind and sweet and optimistic and just thinks the best in people. But what I love most about her is that she is fierce, that she is a brilliant witch, that she is strong and she will stand up for what she believes in and she will fight back if someone attacks her. She's not like a pushover, but she's that really nice sweet character, and that is so true. Just because you're kind to people and good doesn't mean that you're going to be a pushover. So I absolutely love Tally. I think in some ways she's probably the most similar to how I would be in that situation, although I would probably be a lot more useless than her. But I just really respect her as a character. And so I'm really glad for her that she was able to find the boy that she liked, and she did it through the dance, so the ritual makes it all the more magical. And you know, I'm really glad that she gets to have a glow mark now and that all's good in her life. And you know, they seem to have a very real relationship. So I wonder what the concept is, like what the code is. I can't think of the words, but what it is where carrying on going forwards. Do they like to have boyfriends? I guess they get time off base sometimes. It might be like after a first year of training or something. But I guess you can write to him and like they could potentially. That must be how some witches find their ultimate husbands, right? So yeah, I love the idea that he was going from a codex and that he was relying really heavily on the codex on how to woo witches. But what that makes, at first I was like, oh my god, he's saying he doesn't really care about her, but no, he wasn't, so that's fine. But it's that shows that he was as kind of scared and desperate as Tally was in the situation, as inexperienced as like, I really like this girl, I'm gonna read do what the book says, oh my god, that'll help me. You know, oh my god, if there was a book that could show me how to get a boyfriend, oh, I would follow that book to the T. So they seem really sweet for each other, and that makes me really happy, but I don't know, good things don't last, so I'm scared. And it's definitely true that they need to be suspicious of the spree infiltrating. I mean, conscription, they conscript a lot of young women, and they must know that there are a fair few of those who would, if they had a choice, not be there. So that being said, they need to be really careful that some of the ones they force in and make join that don't want to be there aren't already recruited into the spree. I definitely feel like if they were to start targeting potential spree members, Raelle would be a red flag, just because she has made it clear to Abigail, and then she made it clear to Abigail's mother that she is not happy with the army, that she doesn't agree with conscription, or that she at the very most is angry that they got her mother killed. So she would definitely be, the same way that the spree are targeting her, that I feel like she would be a red flag. But then someone like Scylla would also, with being a dodger. So I don't entirely, like, I love this show, and I'm loving the relationship between the Bellwether unit. Although I'm a bit sad that they get called the Bellwether unit. They should be the Bellwether Craven, whatever Raelle's last name is, Collar? I don't know, I'm sorry. But they should be all of their names. But anyway, I love them and their relationship, and I'm loving watching this. So if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, it's up on my Patreon. Like I said, the next 2 weeks are up already, and next week's unedited is up there as well for the lower tier if that's what you'd like to watch early. And yeah, like I said, also before, this won a poll. It came second in a poll, joint second. So in the future I'll be doing other polls on new shows to watch, so you can always check those out, and even the lowest tier there can vote in those. But yeah, I love this show so much. Thank you for watching.